Welcome back to Sports Nation, presented by Toyota.
It is time for the Sports Nation Mailbag, America's fastest growing segment involving fake mail in a fake bag.
Is it real?
I'm sorry, I put fake. They're real. They're all real.
Right?
They're real
real.
questions
All
from
real
real
questions.
human beings.
They all
my
sent
bag.
around all
Let's
over.
get right to it. Oh, yeah, everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Here we go. First up, Jesse from Aggie Raffles. What in tarnation is RC View for thinking giving Pau Gasol a $48 million contract at his age? He's darn near as old as my BMO Ethel. Did he think he was signing Mark? Well, you know what, Jesse? It's a legitimate question. Woj reporting the Spurs, of course, signed Pau to a 3-year, $48 million deal. He's 37. He will get a partial guarantee in the final year of that deal. Seriously, did they think they were signing Mark?
Beats, you are like, when I watch the Spurs, I think about you and how this game is emotionally
That's
affecting
good
you.
branding.
I'm being serious.
Thank you.
Here's my question. When you found out that this really happened in real life, you have to admit that you were very upset about it.
Oh, I don't have a problem admitting it. I dropped several F-bombs. I think I
You
was sitting
have
here,
to.
actually.
It's insane.
12.
Well, one thing is this is not a 3-year, $48 million thing. It's actually like a 2-year, $32 million with some of it guaranteed.
Yeah.
But still, he opted out of $60 million.
I still
You only
believe
got
they
an
know what
offer
they're
for
doing.
you.
It doesn't matter. They know what they're
$16
doing.
million.
You know this is Spurs Mafia. Spurs
Yes.
Mafia gets them to do whatever they want. A year from now, they'll be like, Pau, you need to let go of your contract. And Pau will do it.
No.
Spurs
Look,
Mafia
this is
always gets their way.
Is there a tradable reason for, like,
No,
what is
there
the
is no
reason?
reason.
There's gotta be
This is
something.
a mistake.
Well, maybe they owed it to him because they got him to opt out of his contract
They
the
owed
first
it, yeah.
time.
So
So this is kind of like
that's true.
they're hooking him up.
It's definitely a quid pro quo, and
no.
this is a thank you. And they thought they were going to have the cap space to be able to do some things. And
They probably thought Jonathan Simmons was staying. Like, they were going to have a chance.
It's like the Miami
Yeah, I
Heat
think
do
they
this
did.
all the
I
time.
feel like
They thought they were going to get
played
Chris
around
Paul.
with that.
They thought they were going to get Chris Paul. They thought they were going to get a big free agent, so they opened up the cap space to bring somebody in. They didn't bring somebody in. They said, you know what, Pal, you're so nice. We'll give you an extra $16 million.
You know, but it also reminds me of when they had RJ, and RJ was terrible there. And then they ended up giving him like a 3-year, $30 million deal. We're like, why would you do that? He wasn't even good on the last deal he was on. So
I think Pop is just like, you know what? I want old basketball players around me, and I want the old ones to keep getting older.
he's just scary.
That's science, so that's not something that Pop only wants.
They just
That's
take care of
what it is.
Pau.
Popovich can stop.
I just truly believe somewhere that there's a reason.
There's
for this.
not.
That's the life of a
Fine.
Spurs fan. Like,
Next up.
I trust you guys.
I do. Regina
Oh, no.
from Baton Rouge.
Wait.
When did it become acceptable for college
Regina,
programs to
Beans.
make scholarship
Regina.
offers to middle school kids? That's not how I know. I grew up with it. They're so young. Think of the children. Go Tigers.
Is she related to
6'4",
Swamp Lady?
286 pounds, soon to be 8th grader Jaheim Otis has received football scholarship offers already from Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Alabama. Notably, he ran a self-reported 4.7 second 40 at the Ole Miss camp. He's 8th grade, despite all those numbers I just gave you. We cool with this? The idea of scholarship offers?
I mean, look, I'm sure the kid feels great about this. These teams coming after, but what does this do to his ego? He's only in 8th grade.
That's where the
change his
parents come in.
personality.
No.
You know what I mean? Let him just be a kid.
That's
let him
not the
grow
part.
up.
That's not the part I have a problem
wanna
with.
grow.
The part I have a problem with. The part I have a problem with is that if something happens to the team now in the 12th grade,
Yes, that's
they
all
take it away.
Of course they do.
They rescind the
Of course,
scholarship.
it's not a real offer.
Yeah, so it's this thing. It's false sense of
It's
security
just-
for the kid, but it doesn't really secure him. And look, my thing is, if you're going to offer that early, you should be beholden to at least 1 year of that.
I like that. I like
I
that.
actually have no problem with that.
I think there is a concern, like, you do not want to put the pressure of, like, one day you're going to support this entire family with your athletic ability on an 8th grade.
And again, that's where the parenting comes in. So I don't know anything beyond the numbers of his weight and height.
The parents
But
are just very concerned about filling the fridge with food for him to eat.
I mean,
You know what I
can
mean?
you
It's like-
imagine
it's-
what that
it's-
feels
Not letting him drive, keeping him healthy,
By
make
the
sure he
way,
doesn't
that
accident.
kid looks older than I did, like 3 years out of
Like
college.
now.
Yes.
He's older than you now.
No, my
Did I say
hairline. My hairline confirms that I'm older than him.
You know what? I like your honesty.
Thanks for the note, Regina.
Next up, it's Regina.
I'm sorry.
George from Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, give us a Jersey accent.
I applaud Evan Longoria for his statement. It is of the highest level of treachery for Colorado to force the outcome of his favorite show before he's viewed it, even if several days have passed. You know what, Longoria? He's right. Check out what he did, and this is a running argument here. There are people here that have not watched Game of Thrones Episode 2. Keep conversations at a whisper, please. That is the locker room whiteboard.
No, wait, hold on. Okay, I have a problem with this, okay?
Yes.
I took my family to Disneyland on Sunday. I was out in the sun all day long. I was hot. I was angry. I was upset. I missed Game of Thrones. But what did I do? Came home, had dinner. I packed, and then I watched Game of Thrones at like midnight. You make time to watch Game of Thrones.
What a sacrifice you made! Oh my, whoa! The adversity of going to Disneyland.
If you wait 24 hours, it's your fault.
I'm 100%. There's a
your
24-hour rule.
Look,
period.
Here's my thing. You're a grown man. Don't be ear hustling. Listen, what are they talking about over here? I heard something.
Yeah, but some people speak very loudly.
I don't care, man.
Put on some beats.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You saw the documentary. I see what you did.
Walk around.
Here's the thing.
24-hour period. That's
Did
the
you
rule.
know?
Spoiler alert. Here's what happened in Game of Thrones. A bunch of people died and some disgusting stuff happened. Also,
Yeah, there was some
I
disgusting
respect Longoria for this. He went with the red marker and all caps and then switched to a green marker.
Yeah, I like that.
With the double underline. I appreciated the dual color.
Wait, do we know when this was posted? Was this posted after the 24-hour window, or was it still
It was within the 24-hour window.
Let me just say this.
I mean,
If
that's, you know what?
I
I
were
really
in that
get
locker room, I would have walked up there and wrote, "They get attacked by Euron," and then
Spoiler alert!
And then Graves loves it.
Spoiler alert!
I'll say that.
All right, all over that board, I'm like, deal with it.
No, Grey Worm, that scene
You want to explain that scene to us,
was
Beats?
my favorite
I
scene.
saw-
Why don't you explain that?
It was just the most sensual, lovely love scene that they've ever had.
I swear to God, yesterday she said it was the most sensual love scene.
beautiful.
But it did
What's
leave you with questions.
No, what?
Not me.
Oh, no, remember the
That's a
text?
Nicole Ramona situation. I have zero questions. Last up, I know how it works.
Shout out to
Alicia from the
motivation.
Bronx. Lil Wayne is a legend. Facts be.
Yeah,
I'm not
facts.
saying that. Why are you doing that to me? But bam, Drake is bugging for getting
You got clap when you talk, yeah.
right? But I guess you only live once. That's the motto. And YOLO.
YOLO.
Drake took to Instagram showing off his newest ink. That's right, the face of one Lil Wayne on his arm.
No.
Kobe,
Young Money.
that's real love, right?
No, this is not okay. This is not okay.
You're like soft move or
Just look at Kyrie and LeBron. Sometimes things are great, and then they go bad. And this would never happen. There would never be a relationship in hip-hop that is once very, very tight that then turns sour.
I've never heard
with
that
time.
happen.
Kanye
That
would
would
get
never, that would never
tattoo of Jay?
happen. Here's the thing. Here's what he did. Is he told the artist, he was like, look, I want a big, here's the picture, I want a Lil Wayne right here, and I also want you to design the cover-up tattoo that I'll be back here to get
Wait,
in 2 years.
Have you guys not ever just had like somebody out there whose work you admire? Or, I mean, it doesn't matter if you get in a falling out or what have you, because that's the person that you idolize.
Here's where
That
I'm
would
shocked. This is
happen.
so not Drake, because if it was really Drake, that would be a tattoo of J-Lo or Rihanna.
All right, let me just
because
say
he's
this.
always getting his heart broken, and I could see him getting a tattoo of a girl who broke his heart.
I, for one, you know I love tattoos.
I know you
I've
love
got
tattoos.
8, always ready for my next one. I actually have one because 8 years ago, I finally got to meet the man who really inspired me to do all this. So I have a tattoo also of
Was that a
someone.
front?
Is that Kevin Wilde?
Yeah, so just take a look. Everyone gets to see.
Bob Lee! Legend. So you will never regret
That's
that.
the legend.
You will never regret
the
that.
legendary
You will
Bob
never
Lee.
regret
No
that,
love
Michelle
for bearded
Beadle.
Bob Lee? What
When
about
you
bearded
choose
Bob
a
Lee?
tattoo, it has to be something that you really believe in and you will believe in for life. And we
And
all
I
believe in Bob Lee that
for
way.
life.
Bob Lee is
Bob
that
Lee,
person.
Bob Lee,
Bob Lee! Bob Lee! Bob Lee! Bob Lee! What happened?
Yo, hold on.
Look at that.
No, I don't want to take a break.
Pretty good,
I
right?
want to continue to chant Bob
By the
Lee.
way, my dad's name is Bob, so you can see how it's
I want to
confusing.
continue to chant Bob Lee until this show is over.
Nice. That's nice.
That was the
Just chant it.
Bob Lee.
Chant it to break.
Bob Lee. 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 What are we going to bring? Bob Lee. Bob Lee's hurt. Bob Lee. Yes, I love journalism.
More tough questions coming up.
I'm tired.
0 tough questions, quite frankly. Kyrie, Kobe.
That's the most
Who
cardio I've
cares?
done in a week.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
tired.
Marbury.
I'm officially exhausted.
Wait, is Kyrie more Kobe or Marbury? We're asking that next. That's interesting.
I have to ask.
You are watching Sports Nation, presented by Toyota.
Our next WNBA Game of the Week features the Liberty taking
Liberty.
on the Lynx.
The
tonight
Lynx.
at 8 Eastern,
Eastern.
on ESPN.
ESPN 2.
Dose.
It's time for Too Many Angles! Crisis in Cleveland edition.
The vibrato on that was lovely. Oh, look who's here! In the house.
You guys are off the rails.
Yeah, we've
I'm
lost
not even
it.
sure I want to conversate with you guys. It's just
Is that a word?
Some people converse and some people conversate.
That's just the dumbing down of America.
what you mean.
I'm glad you're here, Jackie. I need some estrogen in the house. Here we go.
got-
Derek Rose.
It's
never
my
mind.
turn.
Hey,
What jersey will Kyrie wear at the start of the season? Take a listen.
There's one deal that I think that bodes well for the Cavaliers both now and future, and that's if Boston Celtics agree to let go of Isaiah Thomas along with, say, a Jaylen Brown, a Jay Crowder, and a first-round pick. So it puts the Cavaliers in a great position both now and future-wise.
I'm sorry, Jackie Mack.
Hi.
I heard Isaiah Thomas, and I just stopped listening to everything else.
Well, that's just a lot, number one. Number two, do you ever see conference rivals make those kind of deals? It'd be like the Red Sox and the Yankees making a blockbuster deal. Now, maybe, I just don't see it.
Why not?
I just don't.
So
I think Miami makes the most sense. It's always made the most sense.
So I was ready to throw out the baby with the bathwater when I first heard.
Which part? Because why? Because I thought, why would you give up
the same reason that Jackie just talked about. But then I thought about it. You get cost certainty with Kyrie for at least another 2 years, right? And that's something that they don't have with Isaiah Thomas right now. He's looking for a huge payday at the end of the year.
He is.
And he's not taking a pay cut. And so for Cleveland, they're willing to assume that risk because, hey, LeBron might be out of here anyway.
Gotcha.
I can get the Jaylen
Which
Brown.
pick are we talking about here?
That's
about the Brooklyn pick? We talking about the Lakers pick that might go 2 through 5? Or are we talking about some other pick?
That's true.
Big difference.
That's fair. But here's what I will say also. For Boston, you know, besides the cost certainty, Kyrie does a lot of the same things that Isaiah Thomas does. The only question I have is if you're Cleveland,
eerily similar.
If you're Cleveland and you do this deal, this is the only possible deal where they actually get worse defensively. That's amazing. You think Kyrie ever get worse?
If I'm Boston, I'm doing the deal. And here's the thing: you say that you do a lot of the similar things,
right.
Kyrie, but Kyrie's more clutch. And that is something Boston
Hold
needs
on,
in the playoffs.
Isaiah Thomas led the league
in the playoffs. In the playoffs.
But here's the thing: we're not talking about Kyrie for Isaiah. You're talking about a young player that they really like in a pick. I ask again, which pick are we talking about? Because to me, that could be the deal breaker.
Well,
It's a lot.
it's a conversation starter. It was something to conversate about.
Starter. Yeah.
Next.
That's why I wrote it. Is Kyrie more Kobe or Marbury?
Oh, stop.
So, no, it's real. Brian Windhorst mentioned this week that while Kyrie views himself as a Kobe Bryant-type player, others in the league say he's more like Stephon Marbury, who coincidentally was traded away from a superstar named Kevin Garnett in their third year together. All right, so here we go. Through their age 24 seasons, stats between Kobe, Kyrie, Marbury, very similar, though Marbury, of course, had less team success. I mean, Kyrie more like Kobe or Marbury?
Look, first of all, I'm going to stop all the Marbury slander. Everyone thinks of Marbury, Vaseline eating Marbury, flaming out in Boston Marbury. But to the prime of his career, for the longest time, we're talking about two players in the history of the NBA to average 20 and 8 for their career. Oscar Robertson, Stephon Marbury. This guy was one of the premier point guards. But
but for how long,
For a good 8 years. Yeah, a long start.
The problem was
from 96 all the way up until I think his second year in New York.
Okay.
He was averaging 28 for his career. The problem was getting along with others, right? He had his best
And answer the question, which one is he?
Somewhere in the middle.
Now that you've sort of laid the table that he's not awful.
He's somewhere in the middle.
He's Kobe until he writes All Alone on his tape, like Stephon Marbury did when he was with the Nets.
So what happens next is what
I don't think Kyrie is gonna alienate teammates the way Steph did. Steph was pretty toxic at times, but now Steph is a much wiser individual.
Yes.
You talk to Steph now, I think if Steph were to talk to Kyrie, he could probably talk a lot of sense into Kyrie. I think Steph has changed, but it took Steph to go through all of that to learn that.
Right.
I definitely think Kyrie is a lot more like Kobe, at least his mentality, and I think he views himself like that.
What does that mean?
So, I mean, you said, so do we think that Kyrie's doing the wrong thing? Is that the impression I'm getting from you, this trade request?
I think not wanting to play with LeBron and kind of wanting to be the man on his own team is very Kobe Shaq-like.
Okay, but this it's so different because LeBron's going to go in a year, very, very probably.
Right.
So shouldn't you be?
So he is doing
he's doing exactly what LeBron has always done.
Yes.
He's controlling his own destination.
Yes.
And that's what every young great player should do.
Yeah.
But they're
Kobe
also
tried to do it, and they made him stay, and it was good because they won a championship after that.
But he also does look like he wants to run his own ship.
We will find. Well, we're going to find out one way or the other. Next.
All right. Does Richard Jefferson have a point? Take a listen.
He's a #1 pick right after LeBron. Then he has 3 different coaches. Then LeBron comes back. You know, now there's trade rumors. Now it's LeBron's leaving. It's like at some point in time, even anybody would want some sort of stability. And to be like, yo, we're going to sit here for a whole year on whether or not LeBron's coming back. That's got to be tough on anybody, everybody.
All right. He's back to Kyrie.
Best.
Are you good with the comments?
I am. I think they're exactly dead on. You know, one great thing about RJ and Channing Frye and those guys, they spread the wealth in terms of keeping everybody happy, a lot like David Griffin did, which is the minute David Griffin left, it was crumbling before, but it fell apart in a heap. And Kyrie, when you think about that upheaval, and to be honest, I hadn't thought so much about it. 4 coaches,
it's a lot.
Evolving GMs, and LeBron coming, LeBron going, now LeBron back again, might be leaving again. I can understand.
Some people really want to. Some people thrive under this sort of chaotic, everything's different every day.
Some people just get a tattoo of Bob Lee.
I love Bob Lee.
Wow.
Stability also. People want that. I mean, it's a fair request.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that I was talking about as soon as this news story broke. It's not just about being the man. It's just about LeBron leaves in a year, because he could be the man in a year when LeBron leaves, right? But why wouldn't he want to be the man in Cleveland? Because everything is in turmoil. Everything is up in the air. And so, first of all, I applaud RJ for being really brutally honest about the state of the franchise he plays for. But the other thing I'm going to say is James Jones, the departure of James Jones was a big deal, too, because he also was a tension kind of moderator like David Griffin was.
RJ's my guy. Covered him in the Nets since he came in as a baby. And what he usually tends to do when there's situations like this in drama is he tries to make sense of both sides and tries to basically like throw water on it, put the fire out.
He is good.
And that's exactly what he was doing.
He's a great podcaster.
Skill set.
He's a great podcaster.
Oh, he's got a great.
All right, guys, I'm jumping in. You guys are talking too much. Smart for LeBron to defend himself.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I guess he's probably had enough. Responded to a report that he was eager to see Kyrie getting traded by tweeting back, quote, "Not facts, people. Boo. Get another source." It's like fake news all over.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go fake news.
By the way, I find it interesting, like, a lot of things have been said, and this is the one that got him to respond. Why?
I just like the idea of him booing.
I mean, I text that stuff to people all the time, but I'm also an idiot, so I don't know why he's tweeting that.
Maybe he doesn't want the image out there that he wants to, you know, be violent with somebody else. He wants to
you know what?
No, that wasn't what it was.
That was the eager
No,
to get
this wasn't even the thing about him saying that he was going to beat his butt. It was the thing about wanting him traded.
Kyrie, eager for Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff's been said, and he decided this one he's responding to.
Well, isn't LeBron the best passive-aggressive leader ever? Best passive-aggressive
He's the king.
ever. Best passive-aggressive player ever, right?
Yes.
Everything.
That's what you're seeing.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good at it. Quite good.
That's why he records videos. I'm sad now with a heavy
Sad, but this time I'm happy and I don't have a shirt on. I'm still bald, though. Still bald.
I'm still.
Jackie Mack.
Hashtag still bald.
Mack. One Phillies fan took his beer drinking very, very seriously.
Yes.
We will discuss
This man is my hero.
him next.
By the way,
What's wrong with this?
Bob Beetle shirt collection.
That's what I was worried at first. I thought, oh my God, my dad doesn't drink beer. Honey.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
You got a shrug?
Time for Pulse of the Nation, presented by Toyota. We've got winners, losers.
Love Toyota.
There's an American hero by the name of whatever this dude's name is. Double fisting beers at the Astros-Phillies game last night. Honestly, for one, if my dad drank beer, then there was a chance.
That doesn't mean that there are beers in those cans.
That's a great point.
It could
be straight Everclear.
Yes.
I love his shirt. I love his shirt.
That's a Bob Beetle shirt.
That is a straight Bob Beetle shirt if I've ever seen.
I thought it was.
By the way, is he with? No, he's by himself.
By himself.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know if that's
Bob
sad or
Beetle goes to
happy.
games by himself, right?
Nah,
He always takes a friend. Like sometimes I've seen him sit
He
solo.
clearly knows when the camera's on him.
What? I think he's just guessing.
I'm silent because I'm like,
guesses.
what's happening? Loser, Cold Hard Cash. A company in Wisconsin is putting microchips in their employees so they can buy things in vending machines, open doors, and log in to computers.
Can I get a hell no from the congregation?
Hell no!
Get out of here.
What are you doing?
Are you nuts?
So you can buy chips?
Oh my God!
What's wrong with you?
What kind of stupid slob is agreeing to this?
Like, you're going to literally be tracked everywhere you go, even more so than we already are.
The Milwaukee Bucks might want to do that with Giannis to keep him in Milwaukee.
Whoa, hey, okay, easy, Minority
Why you
Report.
got to do that? Why you got to do this?
That's creepy.
We're just talking about chips and
But
vending machines.
this is because idiots forget their badges. I forgot my badge.
Well, we all do.
Oh, just
Hey,
use
bring a
chip.
salad. Winner, dress up. Here's a human dressing up like a panda and playing what with actual pandas?
Nah, man.
This is a dream of mine.
Yeah, all right, you try it.
Do you think that this messes with the baby pandas, like trust issues, or no?
No. But listen, we all know the greatest job in the world is to basically be a panda caretaker.
Hold on.
Yes, I would do this.
Everybody loves the Asian
I would
bear.
pay them to work there.
Dude, you don't think it's dangerous to mess with pandas?
No, clearly not.
Yeah,
Look,
vicious
are
animals,
you
man.
watching what I'm watching? Because all I see is a cuddle fest.
Okay, all right. Let Mama Panda come by and be like, what you doing with my children?
Asian bears are nice to you, Mean.
That's creepy.
We're not doing this again, no. We're not ending the show again. You're not doing that this way.
Yeah, we avoided getting canceled yesterday.
By the way, shout out. We have heard back from Bob Lee.
Yes.
I believe, if I can tell from these texts, he's honored.
Well, there it is, one more time.
A little bit.
There you go, Bob.
About this tattoo.
I like that little tan action going on, too.
It's one of my favorites of all time.
Bob Lee, Bob Lee.